All right. Let's see if this is working. Microphone working. Check, check, check. Yep, everything's working. Music's working. All right, let's do this for a little bit. I gotta come up with something for shenanigans. I need to come up with I need to come up with some art thing. I need some Tylenol. I need some Tylenol tonight. It's gonna be a short stream. So I'm gonna try to get some sleep, watch football, watch the Eagles game in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Brazil. All right. So what can we draw for shenanigans? 4 colors that he can print, and he wants a neurographic like this. So I need to come up with some kind of design that I can do in a black and white. That I can draw neurographic in. What would work? And I think the lines need to be thicker. So we'll make the lines thicker too. So let's do this at 1,000. We'll make all the lines thicker. Let's just sketch something out. All right, and let's make it a really thick. We'll use a 10 line. See, I would like to do maybe like a mountain, snow, something. Like a volcano. No, wait a minute. Maybe we'll do the sun. God, I hate having to try to come up with something original or unique. I need to come up with a topic. So what is our word of choice? Black and white. That could be one color. I did like that. And then maybe we'll draw God, I'm so... Brain is locked up here. Alright, I gotta think about this for a minute. Wonder.
Built_over_bot just redeemed TTS my message.
What's up, Bob? How are you, buddy? No, that's wrong too. I'm alive. Trying to think of something to draw. I'm getting a brain cramp here. Probably the angle I'm doing this at I don't like. Just trying to keep up the business. Here, the business has been somewhat busy. Designs are taking longer than normal, so I've been behind. Ah, yeah. How'd the Cardinals coming? Should be shipped out Friday. Going to be hot next week, so going to be pleasant to print, but still. Yeah, sometimes if it's too hot, it's hard to do it, huh? Yeah, running 7 printers, that's a lot. You can still run 15 of them though. Wait, you have 15 printers? A lot of printers, dude. That's crazy. First group is single color. First group that is single color, we do stuff for the back and with the new color ones. All right, on ad break. Well, actually, you don't see ads. You got a free gift sub the other day. Huh. Gives me some idea. Ba, 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 ba. 23 seconds for you ad break viewers. And we'll be back to you. I hate when I get a creative block. Yeah, you weren't you got no, you got a gift sub. Molly gave out 5 gift subs and one of them went to you last night, I think. You know how you give random gift subs and it just picks 5 people at random out of your community? It was just yesterday, dude. How can you forget? Ooh, maybe I'll do a Halloween themed one. Yeah, I don't know if that's an age thing or what, man. I don't even know how to answer to that one. Well, you're just too busy. Like they were going through today. I had my weekly review after my radiation, and they were asking me all these questions. And they were asking me like all my symptoms, and they were like, are you losing any? Are you have any hearing loss, any vision loss?" And I was like, "Hearing loss? Like you didn't tell me about no hearing loss. Am I supposed to have that too?" And they're going through this whole list of things. Lack of focus. I said, "Oh, I've been doing that forever." But they're going down this list, and I'm like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope." We get to a couple, and I'm like, "Let me think about that one." Like, that's kind of random, weird. Like, when are they going to say, oh, you're going to have, you know, some of the symptoms include enormous growth or, you know, super strength, or, you know, when is like a positive effect, right? You know, you'll become really handsome or something. It's always a negative. It's like, well, I'm getting old man syndrome. Got it. Check. All right. Try this again. Let's do it. Let's do it in a larger pen. I don't know what's the size. Like, Shenanigans is talking about printing one of these. Hold on, one of these neurographic art pieces, right? That I did, like kind of like this one, in 4 colors. What is the size of the line, or the smallest line that it can print? Because if I do a design, and he's gonna 3D print this, I need to know, like, can I do a fine line, or has it got to be, you know, like a size 10, pretty thick? And I'll show you the difference. Like, this is a 10, right? So I'm sure a 3D printer is going to be able to print that. Well, hey, it's Raining Yarn. How are you, buddy? Versus, like, this is a 4, you know, which might be too fine, but this is on 1,000 by 1,000 4mm line, or 0.4mm line. So how many is just okay, so that one I got to calculate. So it's 0.4 millimeters, 0.4 millimeter to pixel. .7 pixels. So each pen line is in 1 pixel, so I have to be above at least a 4. So I'll say 6 to 10. Okay. Okay, so that makes sense. So I'll try to stay between these two then, or larger, when I do this design. Okay, that totally makes sense. So if he's going to 3D print this, I'm assuming it's going to turn out like, oh, what do you call it? One of those pictures he did. Oh my God, what is that called? And I needed to do a grayscale. I know what I'll do. I'll do a Halloween scene, grayscale. Okay, so then I can do that. This might be too thick. Yeah, it's probably too thick. We'll do an 8. 8's probably okay. This is going to be huge at 1,000 pixels. How detailed? Oh, maybe I should go smaller. Hold on. Let me start in this bottom corner then. I gotta remember 1,000 pixels is pretty big. If I did 500, it wouldn't be too bad. So I did a face here, face here, face here. Do a whole row of people. Just gonna get an idea here. It's a tree. So if I do something in this range, yeah, so I can do a full-blown picture and then add in the neurographic part. Yeah, I could do that. And then keep it in a grayscale. Yeah, we can do it. Huge Forge. UForge, that's what it was. But he said he's using a different program or something. Alright, so that's what we'll do. We'll come up with something. It's going to be a full scale, because I forgot I'm doing these at a pretty large scale. So this is actually 1,000 pixels. So that's half your computer monitor on a 1920 by 1080. Yeah, it's almost half your monitor in size. So even like that one would be too big. Oh, I could add a border too. That's right. I could do a border. Yeah, I'll add a border. That's what I'll do. I'll add a border. Oh, maybe I'll design it like a coaster, like a Halloween coaster, and you can print it. You can print it on a. This is going to be a square. All right, so I just need to figure out what image I'm going to use, and I guess I could do a Halloween theme. Well, since that's Halloween's coming. All right, that's a good idea. Now we're talking. Will I try to stay awake for another hour? Watch this Eagles game. Oh, man. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a picture that's Halloween themed. And I got to remember, I've got to scale this out. So I'm going to grid this. I'm going to add the grid. Why isn't it showing me the grid? So then I'll put a grid on here so I can see it. Does the grid show up on screen? Oh yeah, it does. All right. So then I'll grid it and then I'll draw my images. Draw like pumpkin people. Is the port feeling better? The one in my chest or one in my arm? The one in my chest is drying out, so it's hurting like crazy because it's drying out. But I had a nurse look at it today, and it's healing good. It's not oozing. It's not coming out on the gauze. You know, don't have a fever. Everything's good. That looks like it's healing well, so they can use it tomorrow if they want. But they'll use it Monday. It's just, it's kind of painful because just picture. For example, it's only bothering me because it's something like this, right? It sticks under your skin and it's probably that big, that thick, right? And it pushes out. So that's the only part that hurts is you've got something underneath your skin that's pushing out. So your skin's trying to stretch to that, but your skin at the same time, because they put the incision, is trying to pull apart and separate. So it's like, it's just one of those, you know, irritation. And then there's a tube that runs up under the skin into the neck vein. And you can kind of feel that too. And it's just kind of tender where that's at. So like, I slept fine with it. You know, I was like, okay. But it's just like a constant, if you bend your body back one way versus, you know, other way, you kind of get a little stress, a little pain. And of course, it's one of those, you know, they don't want to give you pain meds for it. Just take Tylenol kind of deal. But, yeah. And then this other one should come out of my arm on Monday. But for tomorrow, I get to saran wrap it again. Because I can't get it wet while I get in a shower. And I'm looking forward to my first shower in 4 days. You know? I'm tired of sponge bathing myself. But no, it's going good. It feels alright. Alright, so that's what we'll do. We'll draw a Halloween scene of some kind. I don't know if I want to draw trees or tombstones yet or pumpkin patches. And then we will, first we have to draw the background. No color. I have to draw the objects. Then I have to draw the lines, the red lines, which will all be black. Everything will be in black. And then, yeah, that's true. Sponge baths can be fun with the right nurse. Of course, I don't get that luxury. I'm my own nurse. At the moment. I don't know if that breaks TOS if I ask the audience for a nurse helper kind of thing, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not sure what it does. But twerking butts are now okay on emotes, so. Alright. So this will be people down here. We'll make a whole list of people. This can be trees. This will be some kind of monster. Moon. Cloud. Or maybe I should draw like the Great Pumpkin Patch. Ooh, that's a good idea. Or I could put a traditional witch in the sky. With the machine gun? Oh, man. I was watching a guy paint or draw the other day online, and holy cow. The amount of detail that this guy put in, unreal. Some people have this real natural ability to draw people, and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was a person or a picture. I mean, it's uncanny how good some people are with drawing people. And I am so glad that there's a medium like Twitch or YouTube or something that they can show their work and do things, because it's phenomenal to watch. Phenomenal to watch. And then, of course, I've been watching this Japanese girl or Korean girl who's been doing, I guess she's a anime artist for a busty schoolgirls anime. And she's phenomenal. All right, so now that I have my background idea, let's draw this sucker. All right, so first thing we're going to do is add the grid. Oops. All right, so I have my grid. So I'm going to work in the lower half. People will be under. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to section a new page just to have a layer. So people are going to be under this layer, the trees and background in this layer, and then everything else. All right, so that's where we're working. Now I have an idea. All right, so let's sketch a guy. Sketch a whole row of people here in this bottom corner. We'll kind of make them mindless. Oh, I can make a whole row of zombies or something. Not a bad idea either. How thick is that pen mark? Remember, this is a sketch layer, so we're just sketching this out, drawing people. Just trying to get a base idea of what I want it to do. 8 might be too big of a pen too. We might have to downsize. Bum 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 bum. So if I do, ad break ends in a minute. Let me think about this for a second. All right, so if I add people in the bottom, Of course, we're going to redraw those people and clean it up. See how close I was to the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had a lot more than 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ad break ends in 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Oh man, my mouth is drying out. I actually like this rhythm in the song. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So, in the second layer, all right, I'm going to get a little bit closer. We're going to focus in here.
Prepare to meet your doom on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We'll give it some depth with the shading. Actually, hold on. Why not draw? What is neurographic art? Neurographic art is a process, um, like so, where you draw objects on a paper, then you draw lines that cross the paper, and anywhere where lines cross, you draw, black, kind of connect them, kind of like kind of like neurons in a brain look, and then you color. And it was created by a Russian psychologist as a way to kind of get your emotions on the paper through drawing. Because what you do is you pick, like you take a piece of paper, write a word on the back, whatever your emotion is, and then you just kind of let your mind go. So you can draw shapes, objects, whatever, and then just do the whole, neuron, neurographic piece. And that's why it's called neurographic, because it works on kind of like, it's like neurons in our brain. I'll show you a couple others. Here's another one I did, which this one, when you look at it, it just starts out with circles, triangles, and squares. That's only 3 objects I drew on this paper were circles, triangles, and squares. And then as you draw your lines that cross through the page and you darken in the areas where the lines cross, then things kind of take shape and form, and then you can fill in and go from there. Like that one I named Faith. This one I named Trapped, which again is just circles, rectangles. This one's called Hope, which is just circles on a page and then a couple lines. This one was Love, and so on, which is I just drew hearts and circles. And then you draw lines. So it's kind of a relaxing process, and I'm in the process of drawing one now, kind of a Halloween type themed background, which I will then do the neurographic piece over and try to shade only using 4 colors, because somebody had asked me to. So that's what it is. His name was Pavel. Oh boy, I can't remember his last name. Pavel. If you just type in neurographic art, it's a therapy method. By Pavel Piskarev in 2015, and it's pretty intense. But it's really relaxing. So I mean, it's pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of sketching out an idea that I want to do. Then I'm going to do the neurographic pieces. Then I'm going to go in and color it, and so on. I hope that answers that question. It's kind of funny that, you wrote it, then redacted that. And this one is kind of called based on Halloween. But we'll get there. That's what it is. Sorry if I'm not paying attention. It's just relaxing. I just get lost in it half the time. That's what it is.
Everybody seems to know how it ends, like a movie that's over before it even begins. I spent a lot of time thinking about why it took us so long to just burn the script. Transport to unknown. I don't know where it goes. My heart ran away a long time ago. Say so long and sing farewell. If I don't come home, if you run with me, you can bet we'll find a home. Everybody's home, so why am I so alone? I was made inside a factory, so tell me why don't I fit the mold? Your fears will chain you down, so you hang around this town. One more year, just another day gone, but somehow they all got away. Oh!
Yeah, feel free to ask whatever you want, man.
And then the dream started to disappear, and we fought back fears of losing all those years. But I think I got one final trick up my sleeve, 'cause you know I'll never fold. I'm just planning something bold, because the world will bring you down, but we'll show them up somehow. Nobody don't move, nobody gets hurt, till we finally wake them up. Will you wait for me if I don't come home? If you run with me,
No, I should probably go this way.
you can bet we'll find a home. Will you wait for me
Do it this way.
if I don't come home? If you run with me, you can bet we'll find a home.
Pavel Piskarev. All right, so that'll be our second layer. Now we'll go lighter because I want to do a third layer. Boom, boom, boom. This is going to be a trick in shading. He's going to dig up her bones. Look at this thing's hella weights. This is on the wrong side of heaven. Righteous side of hell. I spoke to God today, and she says she's ashamed. What have I become? What have I done? I've spoken to the devil today. He says not to blame. I understood. I feel the same. And I'm not made of stone. And the righteous side of hell. And the righteous side of hell. He said, just like me, have I done, and who have I become? I stand alone. I'm no hero, and I'm not made of stone. Right or wrong, I can hardly tell the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. No. The end. I'm tell I'm on the wrong side of heaven and the righteous side of hell. It's not gonna fit in there, man. I gotta get a lot smaller. Well, it's hard to keep an object, trying to keep the lines a certain. Yeah, I'm not gonna like that. Burn. Yeah, it's definitely gonna all be about shading. I remember when all the games began. Remember every little lie and every last goodbye. No message, you know. Oh, you smoked on. I never lost the mystery to man. Now I'm so empty. And you're better off without me. Till you're so unclean. I'm better off without you. I'm better off. Alright, let's see what happens if we add lines to this. I made a mistake there. See, this corner right here doesn't touch the end. It should come off the paper. You shouldn't have lines that don't cross. I did it again. Better off without me. And you're so ugly. I'm better off without me. Better off without the lie. See, then when you do your neurographic pieces, you have to fill in all this stuff in black, right? So then it fills in. Oh, wicked as you are, you're beautiful to me. Yeah, I could probably do that. Kind of like it. With some white knuckles. Sick and gnawing, sick and tired. Sick of understanding. Tired of being sick to my stomach. Me. Dodge another single bullet. So then it becomes shading it in black. That looks dope in black and blue. Dude. Maybe I'll do it black and then do shades of blue. I want you to know. Oh. That might be cool. My knuckles. My knuckles. Dude, that might actually be really cool. If I do it black and shades of blue. That was a freak accident, too. But that actually looks pretty dope. So black, white, gray, and blue. Where is this one? Oh, sketch layer. You get the down. So dope. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do the whole thing in blue. Bob, are you still here? I have a color question for you, Bob. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything inverted, I think. Hell yeah. It's a good idea. Dude, that'll be dope. Savior. Oh, I'm gonna work on this all day tomorrow. Or whatever. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna do it in a dark, in a blue. It's like a neon blue. Mason. You think you're special, but you ain't nothing. And you read between the lines. Or always stuck in black and white. The monster you have now create. You went too many times. Yeah, that's gonna be dope. Yeah, that's gonna be cool because it's gonna be black. He said was one of the colors, right? So if I do everything in a blue, a menace to society. The population will be on their knees. That's succubus. What's up, buddy? I love that blurb. It's not enough, it's not enough. I never was or will be. All right, so I've got a question or an idea. I was asked to do a design that somebody wants to 3D print, and I wanted to do a kind of a Halloween background, but I'm only going to use 4 colors. So I'm thinking of doing everything in black or blue, in one color, blue. The background in black, add gray and gray lines, and maybe a white, a little bit of shading. So I was kind of just playing around like this would be my kind of general theme. You know, a bunch of weird people, trees, graveyard, monster background, moon, whatever, right? Of course, it'd be a little square print. But then when you add the black and everything's in blue and you add a little bit of gray, it kind of looks pretty sick. And then, of course, I wanted neurographics, and then I'll add the lines and do that whole line thing. I think it's going to be dope. What do you think? I need an opinion. And you're not here. It was or will be. I never had a chance to say. Yeah. Must be walking the dogs. Dalmatian time. Ah, all right. So I was asked to do a neurographic to be put on a 3D, to be 3D printed onto a square canvas or something, or a square plate. So I kind of wanted to do something different, crazy, a little bit Halloween. So I'm gonna do this all, like I kind of did just a brief Halloween scene, which I'll clean up, but it's all gonna be in blue lines, right? Because one of the colors had to be black. So I said, okay, well, if I do it, and it was by freak accident that I filled the whole thing in black background, just to try it. So if I do a blue line, 4 colors, only 4 colors. If I do a neon blue line on top of black, add a little gray, it turns out like this. right? And then when I add the neurographic lines that go across, and then I'll do white, gray or black, or what I'll do the accents. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a white line yet or probably a white line. This will probably be a white line. So if I do this in white, this will be my fourth color, right? Then you'll see the lines, but then it'll be this black background with blue and a dark gray. Like I'll change all this gray, I think, to a little darker gray. Something like this, right? Everything will be gray. Probably better in this darker gray anyway. Or something. But it looks like if you 3D print that, I think it's going to turn out, it's going to look pretty sick. I just need to see if he has the colors gray and white. Because then I can do some shading. I can get in here and shade some objects. These will be white. Tombstone and crosses kind of deal. But I think it'll be totally cool. I can do the whole thing in one color. It's too purple. Turned out really purple. Why did that lines turn purple? There we go. Oh, it's not making a... Okay, so it's making the layer. I see what it's doing. So this should be blue. Yeah, there we go. So if I did the whole thing in blue, it would look like that. Yeah, I like it. I think it'll be cool. Yeah, he's going to 3D print the object. So I kind of want to do like a Halloween themed, but kind of cryptic, right? So I'm going to invert some colors. That's basically what I'm going to do. I'll use blue to outline everything. And then I can leave it with the four colors, because that's four colors: gray, blue, white, and black. But I think that looks pretty sick. If I do something like this was a sketch. Obviously, I'm going to clean it up and do it better, but I think it looks pretty cool. And you probably can't see the color, so I'm going to change this to yellow for the time being, just so you can see where the lines are. Oh, that's even cooler than a green, man. But I'm going to do it all. I'm going to do it all in white just to... Why is it not... Yeah, so see, you have all the lines, right? So you see all the little pot. I see. So this should be... Oh, I see what's going on here. No, I don't see what's going on here. There it is in orange, right? just to kind of show you. So I'll do like a scene. I think it's gonna be cool. But that's my idea. So you're messing around with Photoshop recently and adapting a lighthouse picture. So my buddy could laser etch it onto a mirror. He also 3D printed a light diffuser in a frame. It's to be illuminated mirror. Oh, cool. I'm trying to figure out if I should do something this technical, you know, really out there, or just do it something simple and just do simple like my daisies were, right? Like do something simple like this and just say, all right, I'll just do something simple like this, print this, then I'll put it in 4 colors. You know. So I like some of the other ones, but I kind of like this idea that I'm having here. What do you think? The idea sounds stupid. You can say it sounds stupid, and I'll just change it.
Nautigalt just redeemed TTS my message. I'm failing to do the most simplest of things right now. I cannot find a small circle clip I took off my fishing reel and put to one side, trying to rebuild the reel at the moment and can't make progress.
Man, that sucks. That sucks, because you probably need that piece too, don't you?
Nautigalt just redeemed TTS my message. Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I hate taking reels apart. I did that once, threw it away, bought a new one. When I was younger, I screwed it up so bad, I was like, no, I'll just buy one. So I've got an idea now. I will wait on you. Realize life is a game. Ooh, die, die, my darling. Die, 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 my darling. Die, 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 my darling. Don't utter a single word. Die, 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 my darling. Such your pretty eyes. I'll be seeing you again. I'll be seeing you in hell. Don't die for me, oh baby. Who's in an oblong box? Don't cry for me, oh baby.
Naughty Adult just redeemed TTS my message. It's tiny, buddy. I've been crawling around the floor looking for it with both a white and a UV lamp. I was hoping the oil and grease would reflect.
It should if you shut off all the lights. If you shut off, if there's a black room and then you do it, you should be able to spot it right away. Like turn the lights out and then do it. You're such a pretty house. I'll be seeing you again. And I'll be seeing you in hell. Oh, heartburn. God. Me, oh baby. Gotta have a smoothie tonight too. Getting sleepy. Gotta stay awake. Next ad break in 4 or 5 minutes. I'll run down and make one. Don't cry to me, oh baby. Cry, die, die, my darling. Utter a single word. Die, 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 my darling. I wonder if I should do it. Do the paper black. Yeah, this is gonna look dope. The question is, what color? That's too blue. No, maybe I will go bright. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm going over the Cork and Kerry mountains. Captain Farrell, he was counting. This produced my my pistol. Then produced my rapier. Said, stand and deliver. Devil, he may take ya. Molly, she knows like me. Never will she leave me. Never will not woman. She knows she tricked me easy. She's out of rain, I'ma do my dog. Whack for my daddy-o. Whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar-o. smallest chamber. All my skin. Never knew danger. Off the Captain Pharaoh. Up my west hole. I shot him with both barrels. Yeah, rain down a do a da. Whack for my daddy, yo. Whack for my daddy, yo. Whiskey in the jar. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna put a border on this. Darn it. Maybe I won't put a border on this first one. Some men like the fowling. Some men like to hear the cannonball roaring. Me, I like sleeping, especially in the Molly's chamber. Here I am in prison. Here I am all in chain, yeah. Rain, do I right for my daddy, oh. For my daddy, yo, there. Ski in the jarro, yeah. Yeah. One, two, three. One, two, three. Then roll on down the line, don't you leave me far away. Feel the wind blow outside my door. There's my woman at home. My baby's gone with the wind. know where I'm going. I just want to be left alone. Ooh, I like it, man. I like the blue on the black. Blue on black. My woman at home. My baby's gone. Now the question is, do I fill in the eyes or just leave them like they are? My baby's gone. If I fill them in, well, that's creepy. That's more creepy now. I don't want to fill that in yet. My baby's gone. Ah, darn it. Slipped. Gotta remember to lift my hand. With the wind, train roll on out of my home, night in my world, lose away. Let me free, Lord, now I've got to carry on. For some reason I don't like that tree shape there. So there's my new sketch layer. Or my new line layer. Let me turn off the black so you can see it. That's what it'll look like. Now if I add my white line layer, oh, where is it? I wonder if I should color first in gray and then add the white layer. There's a gap there. There's no gap here. I'll just erase it. I don't know why I'm using a mouse to do this. Sometimes I hate the vector line. I'm gonna get my smoothie. What are we having today? I'm having ice cream Maybe some fruit punch. Some strawberries and blueberries. Yeah, that's 4 colors. Two colors, 3 colors. Should have done that as a fill layer. Crap, if I had done that as a fill layer, I could have changed the whole color scheme easily. Darker, darker, darker. Do I want it darker though, or do I like it lighter? I like it, man. So there's 3 colors there. Now let's add our white lines. Of course, now I gotta go to the potty. All right, so I'm gonna run to the washroom. I'm gonna go grab a smoothie. I'm gonna ponder the meaning of life. So this is where we are. I'm gonna leave the music running. Yeah, I think this will be dope. think this will look really good. 3D printed. Oh, let me turn off the grid real quick. For some reason, I really like the blue on black. My only problem is figuring out the layer color. This dark gray. How gray do I want it? Yeah, but it kind of grows on you, man. I really like the blue on black. Huh. All right, I'll be right back. Let me think about that. 33 seconds. Yeah, it's over. Oh my god, this thing is so cold. It's so yummy. In about a week, I won't be able to drink it. I feel like getting electrocuted. That's what's missing. You need a white layer. You need the moon. Welcome back, everybody. Look at that, I made it back just in time for you guys. It's just me and you, Kelt, anyway, but... Did you find that thing yet?
I'm a high roller, baby, let me show ya. We'll drink a little bit and I'll get to know ya. Won't get distracted, my mind's on the prize. Incognito, master of disguise. I'm a bad mother, gonna commit a crime. Gonna commit a crime. Don't forget, you're running on my time. Running on my time. Don't try to get away. You're gonna wanna stay. Oh, you can't get enough. You can't get enough. I'll pick you up like a thief in the night. Love is held apart like dynamite. Tonight we're gonna rock, gonna shake the place. Spicing up the night cause I'm all up in your face. Throwing drinks like a shrink, sink stains on the brink. Going overboard, I think that the ship's sinking. Ain't your cup of tea? Don't drink it. Come, you believe me, hon. I wanna taste of your gums, not a piece of one. Come
Still
home,
missing it, huh?
not leaving, hon. I'm a bad mother. Gonna commit a crime. Gonna commit a crime. Don't forget, you're running on my time. Running on my time. Don't try to get away. You're gonna wanna stay. Oh, you can't get enough. You can't get
Yeah, that'll work. Well, you know what I could do? I could take the whole drawing and scale it down so it has a border. I think I just do this, grab the whole, hold on. Let me see if I can do it. Crap, the problem is I have to do everything. Shoot. Could have if I didn't color it. There's a way to select multiple layers though. I think it's hold shift. Crap, I forgot to. Problem is it creates a area which I either have to color in white. Should put a box around it. You know. Actually, I should start in the top corner. I have a white. You can kind of guess the bottom. You know, delete all the blue outside. How come I can see it on the big screen? I can't see it on the tablet in front of my face. So white outer border, yes or no? I kind of don't like it. Yeah, I'll leave it like this though. A Swedish Abu ambassador, 7000C from the late 70s, early 80s, has no shortage of components, unlike modern reels. Oh, 7000C. Man, I had no idea what you were talking about until I got the word reels. Those are blackberry seeds. Man, when this wound dries out, it hurts like crap. This is where I need one of the girls' opinions. A neurographic with white lines actually looks pretty dope. These should almost glow in a neon light. This song is borderline ripping somebody off. It reminded me of a Junkyard song. Well, I'm going to have to look that up because it sounds so much like a Junkyard. Did I just run that? There's still blue out there. Did I not erase them all? Oh, you lose the face in the background there. Oh well. Let's make this one smaller. Here, I'll make it kind of squirrely. Or spindly right there. Reminds you of Sundowner. What was Sundowner? Movie?
Alright, you ready? Yeah. Alright, let's fucking do this. Everybody on the fucking floor, give me all your fucking money.
Yes, that works. I was got lyric issues there. Hmm. What a sundowner. Oh, the song. Okay. Where are my family friendly channel with all the F words in that song? Dude, really? You went out of the line? Better, geek. Going through chemo and stuff doesn't mean you can't draw. I can't color either. I kind of like this, man. This is looking good. Sometimes moments of brilliance are an effing mistake. I wonder how Yummy's birthday dinner went. I'll have to remember to ask her. She went out to boyfriend took her to a town in Nebraska or something. She hasn't been to in ages. Like that'd be cool. break. All right. Ow! Mother of God, that hurts. All right, let's see what we. Looking for holidays in the white is what I'm doing right now. Whoops. And let's do a reveal. Let's look at it. Dude, that actually looks really cool. On my screen is being blue on black. Can you see that really well? God, I need. I think that looks really dope. I wonder if I should put a layer over the white. Like have some of the blue come out over the light like that's three-dimensional. It would be right here is what I want to do it. Wait, has that always been a 10? No, that hasn't always been a 10. It's been an 8. That's what happened. My marker got bigger as I hit the button. Ah, just want to color. Just here. Back to the blue. See, then if I draw like the one, yeah, see, that looks kind of cool. Like if I draw a couple of the objects that are behind over the white. Maybe I'll just do that one tree-like hand. Maybe I should paint that cross white. Nope. What if the lines look more like cobwebs with the hand showed through? I like you mean right here where the hand shows. Yeah, the problem is the lines, right? I can't get too fine because I have to have a minimum of 4 pixel thickness line. So I've been using an 8 for everything. That way it's twice the thickness of the smallest line because I don't want it to be too small when he prints it, right? Like I have to be careful. Like I like I don't know how fine he can get it, right? So I can say, okay, here, try this, print this. If I can go smaller on the lines, let me know, and then I'll refine, right? But for a first like try, you know, with 4 colors and a neurographic, and it's kind of a Halloween themed neurographic, I think it looks pretty dope. I'd love to make one of these a spider web, but I don't know if I can. That's why, like over here on this right side, I kind of did this. Hold on. Just add a layer of color here. Like right here, I kind of did an effect where it looks like there was something, you know, kind of like that, like a ribbing. But I don't know if I can do that. Like I'm gonna have to get with him and ask him, say, hey man, let me show you this. This is what I did. You let me know. Because if I could put a spider web in it, then I'd definitely do that. I just don't know if I can. But I mean, for just coming up with something random, it's kind of neat, kind of like Cool for kids, kind of cool for whatever. Little Halloween type bows. Couple tombstones, trees, and a bunch of people. Rabbits, Santa Claus, whatever. Alien heads. You know, just random. There he is. Shenanigans. I was just talking about you. I needed an opinion because I just did what you asked me to do. I did a blue on black with gray and white and a kind of a Halloween themed thing. And I kept it at your smallest line that you can do is 4 pixels or 3.79 pixels. So I did it at 8. So yeah, I like it. So I wanted to see, like, maybe I'll send you this one and say, hey, try this, because I want to know if I can go finer with details, right? So I did kind of a generic, you know, just the 4 basic colors. And if you say, oh, you can add more colors and shading and whatever, then I'll go back and say, okay, well, let me get in depth and, you know, but it's kind of like this little Halloween type whatever. You know, because since Halloween's around the corner, you know, you have your ghosts, your crosses, your tombstones, your creepy trees, your moons, a spider webbing in white kind of effect with a bunch of kids or people at the bottom. And I think it would be kind of neat. Because crap, I'd hang that on my wall. Because it looks like it would glow in the dark with the blue. Yeah, no, I figured you would. I tried to keep it very basic on the color. Just to see if it can work, you know, whatever, right? And then whatever program you're using, I'm sure can change if need be, but it's kind of got a creepiness about it, kind of a coolness about it. And it's 1,000 by 1,000 pixels, so it's basically half of your computer monitor screen in size. At 1200 DPI, which technically means, you know, I could have made it 50 times smaller or put 50 times more objects in it, and it would have still fit fine within the parameters of, you know, the 4 pixel. But I kind of want to do something just basic, see what it can do, go from there. I'm just kind of figuring out if I want to pull any of the characters forward over the white is what I'm thinking of now. Like I did with this hand here in the middle. Like this one here I took over and brought it outside the white instead of behind to give it a 3D kind of effect. I just don't know if I want to do any of these guys at the bottom that way. Or if I want to just leave them like they are. The hard part, man. I gotta think about it for a minute. Can I do a quick export? You want me to DM it to you where? In Twitch or in you said a PNG or JPEG? What format do you want this in? Oh, and do you want me to sign it or anything? PNG. Hey, how are you, Vicky? I'm in pain because I had this port put in my chest on Wednesday. So that's very painful right now. But otherwise, I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Just sleeping a lot. Um, I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to try to catch up on all the paperwork I'm behind. And then maybe Sunday I'll swing down for an hour and drop it off. Like paychecks and stuff. Now, shenanigans, where do you want me to DM it to you? Through Twitch or through Discord? Discord? All right. Well, that's good because she may have to sign some checks. I don't know yet. Discord. Shenanigans. Have I ever DM'd you before? How do I do that? Oh, I can do it here. What do they call this? Neurographic blue on black? Hold on. I gotta see if this works. There it goes. All right, try that, and then let me know if that works, if I can go more detail or finer or whatever. But yeah, give that a go. Okay. But yeah, no, my I've had radiation all week, Vicky. Which is going okay. It just gives me a crap load of indigestion, like nonstop. And I don't have any pains yet, so to speak. But if it's anything like last weekend, I'll probably be sleeping most of the weekend, which I don't want to do. So I was working on those dishcloths, and I'm up to number 4 or 5, 4. Oh, there goes, I can't focus. What else? But other than that, I'm doing all right. I've just been sitting here doing some neurographic stuff to test for 3D printing. I did this one in 4 colors today, and the other day I did these daisies, which I think turned out pretty cute. But yeah, other than that, I'm just sitting here in pain, taking some Tylenol, trying to get through the day. And then I'm gonna have to come see you and figure out how to make some of these bags. This little strap looks like it's a crocheted bag. Pretty big gaps in it. It's got a bottle. It's like a bottle holder. It's my bottle holder that you wear when you put your bottle in it off your hip. It's kind of cool. Gotta put that in my bag actually because I got a bottle on Monday. But yeah, we'll have to figure that out. And then tomorrow I'm waiting to take a shower because I couldn't shower for whatever because of all this stuff. Yeah, I like this blue on black. You still there, Vicky? Are you Yeah, I want to try to make some and donate them to the Cancer Society because that seems to be a pretty big thing for some of us, right? Because we have to carry this bottle and they give them to you for free. So I was gonna try to show you this thing and say, you know, how can I do it? Maybe put a flower on it, you know, do something fancy since I'm learning how to knit, and figure out if it's possible to do a simple, you know, because I've got so much yarn, right? A bunch of yellow yarn. I can make some sunflowers or something and just throw some on there. But you know, I feel like give something to give back, right? Because I was talking to Carrie, and like a lot of, you know, my wife's old knitted blankets that she didn't sell, or lap quilts or whatever, lap blankets or whatever. Thinking about just giving them all to the Cancer Center, you know, for other people who might need them, because she would have been okay with that, right? Yeah, I'm thinking if I come down, it might be Sunday. I'm not coming during the rainy day. I was gonna tell you guys to close tomorrow, if it's out of control. Nobody's coming. Kind of a waste of a day to be open if it's gonna be that much rain. Which it hasn't started here like it's supposed to, so I don't know if it's pushing off. But yeah, I'll let you know for sure. And then next week I start full blown with the full 3rd week of radiation, 2nd week of chemo. And the nurse today was basically letting me know that, you know, if you're going to start feeling things, you know, after this next round of chemo, you should start really feeling things. So, you know, that's one of those. But this thing, this port they put under the skin, that's crazy because you're awake the whole time when they're doing it. I'll have to tell you all about that. That's totally nuts. Because they, you know, they do a local, put you under a tent with your head cracked sideways, and they're pushing on you, leaning on you, and cutting you open and doing this stuff. And it's like 2 basic incisions that are really tiny, and then they're kind of trying to squeeze a Keurig pod underneath it, and a tube that goes up underneath the skin into your neck artery and then sits down right above your heart. So I'm sitting there talking to the guy like, oh yeah, you know, blah 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 blah. Where does it sit? You know, what's going on? You know, and can you move your elbow off my nose? You're crushing my nose. You know, stuff like that. But it was pretty crazy. But man, it wasn't painful at all while they did it. But as soon as the medication wore off, it was like, you know how you feel like you have like a blister popping through your skin? It feels like that. It's just pain. The whole area is just pain. Because you've got this big thing underneath your skin that shouldn't be there, and your skin's stretching, but at the same time your skin is drying because of the incision healing. So it's kind of pulling and stretching all at the same time. It's like not comfortable. I've probably taken half a bottle of Tylenol since I've been home in the last couple of days. Which I'll be taking some here in a minute. Before bed. And then radiation and everything. And that's like, I don't know. That's just, should be getting those effects. Is the feeling normal? Is the pain? Yeah, the pain's probably normal because it's healing and drying. And after a while, you'll become numb to it and it's just there. But what it does is allows them, because it has a port, right? So it kind of looks like a Keurig pod. So something similar to this, we'll say. And it's got a button, a rubber. It's made out of plastic. And it's got a rubber button in the middle. And then it's got a tube that runs off of it like so and goes into your artery. So what it allows them to do is allows them to take the needle through your skin right into that button and latch it on, and it goes, you know, it'll be sitting there just injecting in, and I'll wear the bottle going right to my chest instead of going to my arm, and I can get rid of this arm stuff. You know, all this crap. You know, it's this pick line is a bunch of, you know, a bunch of cables and whatever. But I think it's all right. I mean, I had the nurse look at it today, and it's healing fine. It's not swollen. No. See, okay. So I go through 2 rounds of chemo every week. I go through a 2-hour injection, or every other week. I go through a 2-hour injection of one chemo drug, and then I do a 2-day bottle of a second chemo drug. So I'm doing 2 of the 3 chemo drugs. And I don't know if it's because of my age and they want to really go at this, or, you know, because I'm healthy and fit and they said, oh, you know, you can take more, so we're going to give you everything we can, kind of deal. But I get 2 different chemo medications. So when I go on Monday morning, like 9 a.m., I'll sit there for 2 hours and knit because I'm getting an injection the whole time. And then I get a take-home bottle that gets put in right after that. So it's like a 3-hour process. And the bottle is just basically a bottle with a balloon full of chemical in it. And the balloon just slowly over time shrinks and pushes, you know, the stuff into your system. I can't remember what it's called. They're 2 different drugs though. So it's 2 different chemo drugs and then 5 days of radiation on top of that. In a mask. Oh, if you want to see the mask, I'll show you guys the mask. I don't know if I showed you the mask. Well, I can do that. I have it. So this is that sheet of plastic I was telling you about that they warm up and put over your face. Hold on, let me... Hold on 1 second. Let me find the thing. Is that not it? Art cam. Screen capture. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's on the wrong screen. Okay, hold on. Wait, where's that picture coming from? This one? Hold on. Let me get a better picture of that. Hold on. Oh, it's my art camera that's picking that up. Okay. Stream camera, where'd it go? Capture window. I went with this one. So it looks like this. They take a sheet of plastic with air in it, or holes in it. They warm it up, and they jam that sucker down over your head, and then bolt it to the table. So every time I go in, as you can see, there's the pick line in my arm. I didn't realize that was sticking out like that. But they put me in this mask and bolt me to the table for 20 minutes while they do the radiation. But that's what that thing looks like. But it's a flat piece of plastic with holes in it. They warm it up and wet it, and then push it down over your face, and it makes this mold. And it's like a $300 thing. And at the end of the whole process, I get to take it home, which will be cool. But that's what it looks like. Yeah, and it's crazy. And you know, like, when you even look up the Portacat, man, I mean, that's probably a 3D printed object. It's basically a little Keurig pod shaped triangle with a rubber gormet sitting in the middle that leaks through a bunch of tubing. Yeah, there are, yes. So that is true because some people get claustrophobic and then they do something else. And then it's basically bolt your head with your, head. They do other ways to tie you down because you can't move. You can't move while it's like three. It's 3 X-ray type machines going around you that go around in a circle around your body. And you can't move while it's shooting lasers into a certain spot. So they have to tie you down. Well, ad break for those of you on Twitch. Didn't notice, got a minute left. But yeah, like the lady said, like I told her, like, because Thursday I got food stuck in my stent, so I was in the hospital from 2:30 in the morning to like 5 o'clock at night. So I didn't eat a lot. I didn't, whatever, catch up. So Friday I basically slept all day. Last week, we're talking last week. Saturday I slept all day. Sunday I slept all day and night, to get back to normal. Got back to somewhat normal, and now I'm trying to get my weight back up to the 5 pounds that I lost from that foolish food stuck incident. And then I had surgery on Wednesday or Tuesday. So yeah, so I've been in and out of the hospital like, God, I've been there way too much. But everybody's nice. The nurses are all getting to know me. We're talking knitting and hanging out, and I'm a pro. I can now purl. I can do knit stitches and pearls, and I'm explaining how to do it to somebody. Yeah, Wednesday I got this one put in my chest Wednesday morning. I think the day Carrie came and picked me up because I couldn't drive. Or Wednesday morning. So that was another 5 hours in the hospital. And then they like stabbing you for blood work all the time. But it's cool. I mean, they got to do what they got to do, right? In order for me to get better. So. Oh, and then I talked to them too. So the surgery. So what they're going to do is after it all shrinks down, they're going to remove part of my stomach, part of my esophagus, then staple my stomach to the other part of my esophagus to reform the stomach. So they're going to remove the whole mass. And that'll be like the end of October, early November. And then after that, it should be just recovery and get better kind of deal. And hopefully get back to eating. I mean, I'm okay with smoothies, but, it's really hard on liquid to get to 2,300 calories like they want you to do. That's really tough. And I can't keep throwing protein powder in everything. It's just, that's expensive and hard. But I probably had 1,800 calories a day. Yeah, something like that. Bailey doesn't know where the voice is coming from. He'll be fine. As long as it doesn't make the cat crazy. You're okay as long as the cat doesn't get crazy. Tomorrow I'm going to try to finish up all the shop stuff and the next couple of days, and maybe I'll come down, during the week or whatever, but it's really hard because all my appointments are right in the afternoon. Well, I can't come Monday through Wednesday, so I have to do it Sunday or I have to wait a week. But yeah, I did, hold on. Is my art camera working? So I did 3 of these. In this one, I practiced purling. There's a purl row right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I've now done 3. And the tension's getting better. But I've now done 3 and I'm on my 4th one. So kind of, like I was talking to the nurse today and I'm kind of told her I'm going to make a toque after. She says, "Are you going to have it done by the time you get done with the stuff in 4 weeks?" I'm like, "Probably not." I'm like, come on, I'm just learning how to purl now. It's like, I don't know about that one. But I can do, I did, how many rows did I do today? I did 26 rows in 45 minutes, I think. So I could probably do a dishcloth in 3 hours if I have 3 straight hours. And I'm only doing them at 39 stitches wide. This 44 seems way too big for me. So I was doing 39. Because it seems to be just a good size, you know. My tiny hands. I just got to find the darning needles, which I should have hundreds of, and I can't seem to find where they are. But I was looking at I was going to send you a link for a pattern for a toque, but he talks through it pretty good. I just got to figure out how to do all the ribbing. Missy would be proud if you... I better wait for the rest of that sentence. Proud if you... Of you, yeah. Oh no, she'd been totally thrilled. We'd have been making these together. It would have made our stock a lot faster. Well, because we had talked about, we were, you know, that we almost bought, you know, that shoe store in Mahone Bay, the big one. We were actually talking about buying that building and running a craft shop out of it. And thank God we didn't, because I'd be bankrupt right now. Broke, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. But she, you know, the whole plan was to have a craft shop, and then I would run an accounting, put up accounting flag and do my own accounting in the back in the office, right? That was the whole plan until all kinds of snafus happened, and that's why I went back and got the computer science degree. And then we also looked at a place in Digby. You know, she was serious. We were basically going to open this shop all year round, just run a shop. Yeah, of course, you know, all that stuff fell through, right? So, and I'm kind of glad certain things worked out that way too, because then, you know, I'm not paying through my teeth now. Already paying through my teeth already, but yeah, no, we had all kinds of plans, because I was going to finish, you know, the accounting designation, and then it's basically you just take 2 classes a year and renew it every time. And I can do my own, I can do taxes and whatever right there, you know. Just, I mean, crap, they charge people like $75 or $100 to do taxes. Yes, I do have a computer science degree. I have, actually, shenanigans, I have 3 degrees. I have a bachelor's of arts in English. Originally, I was going to teach high school. That fell through. That was a bad idea. And I have a bachelor's of commerce in accounting. And I also have a bachelor of science in computer science and business administration, which I'm on the dean's list for. So yes, I can do programming and web stuff, and I focused heavily on web design and human computer interaction. So basically, like the other day when you were coding, oh God, when you were coding that program to do whatever, yeah, I follow along pretty good. So yeah, no, I've got quite of an array of education. I'm a little bit of everything, and I'm an artist, I guess. I draw, and now I knit. I was also, when my wife did crafts, I was the one who engineered anything that needed to be drilled, sawed, cut, whatever she was working on that required things like that. But yeah. And originally I was going to do streaming and I was going to do web designs and web stuff, but I kind of got into the paracord, doing the paracord stuff online, and I really liked drawing online, so I was like, oh well, I'll just do that for a while. But I may still do some web programming. I got to keep up with it, and I've got a couple books I want to finish reading. I'm like a big nerd, and I grew up playing Dungeons and Dragons like crazy, so I'm a big nerd. But I'm also one of those guys who, if I have a problem in front of me, I want to figure out how it works. You talking about the shop idea, Vicky? That one breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because we had our whole rest of our lives planned out, and I got the rug ripped right out from under me. And then I got the same stuff too. So it was like, it's just kind of like a kicking all over kicking. And that goes back to how much can a person take, right? But they keep telling me, like at the hospital, they keep saying, wow, you seem to be really positive, really going through it, everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm perfectly happy. I'm content, but I'm probably crazy. Because man, I'm my brain's all over the place. But yeah, but I'm gonna get through this. We will figure it out. But yeah, so now I'm doing dishcloths. And when I figure the darning needle, I'll figure out how to do those, sew those ends off. I may make my way over to Michael's and buy some, or Value Village and buy a whole bunch of them. But I had them and I don't remember where I put them. Oh yeah, it's coming. This next week, from what they're making it sound like. Oh, did I tell you I had that thing where you touch cold objects? It's like getting electrocuted. So, oh hi, Yummy. Yeah, I'm a bit crazy. Yeah. So the other day, right after my chemo, because it takes about 4 or 5 days to kind of go through your system and wear out a little bit. So I poured myself a drink out of the fridge, and when I went to grab the glass, my 3 fingers felt like they were getting electrocuted. And I was like, okay, so they weren't lying. And that sucks. But then a couple days later, it went away, and I was like, oh, good, I can have my smoothies. Because, most of my smoothies were cold, right? And nobody wants to eat and drink a warm banana smoothie. It just doesn't work. So this next week coming, that should ramp up big time. So you're gonna see me on stream in sweaters and whatever, because the last week when that started to happen, if the air was too cold, it would burn your skin, electrocute your skin. So you got to put on warm clothes, you got to close the windows, got to have a nice temperature. That's why I have blankets here, and everything on my chair. Just because I'm kind of gearing up for hey, you're going to be sitting here wrapped in a blanket and a heating bed. Oh, you like this picture? Yummy. Yeah, this is Shenanigans had asked me. He's going to try to 3D print this. He'd asked me to do one in 4 colors, so I kind of did a simple Halloween picture in 4 colors, and I did it on black, blue on black, and added gray in the white, neurographic lines, right? And it turned out, I love it. I think it turned out really good. But he's going to check it because if I can go finer on lines, then I'm going to add details. You know, I will actually shade in the trees and stuff with blue, like an actual drawing. But I tried to leave it at 8 pixels thick on most lines as a minimum, because the smallest line he can print is 3.79 pixels thick. So I left it at 8 pixels. However, it's also at 1200 DPI. So it's 1200 dots per inch. So those four, that line may actually be, I may be able to go a lot smaller. So I'm kind of trying to branch a little and do, you know, I wanted to do a Halloween one. You know, I'll do an Easter one. I'll do a Christmas one. I'll do a whole bunch of, like a series of kind of, you know, and basically it's a doodle with neurographic lines over the top of it. And see, like we were talking the other day, I mean, you can draw whatever you want and just do it. Check DM. Wow, that's not bad. How big is that? How big is that square that you just did? What's the dimensions of the square? Oh wait, what do you got there? 7 point. Are the measurements right there? It's 200 millimeters. Oh, see, I gotta figure that out in inches. Okay. 200 millimeters in inches. So it's 8 inches, almost 8 inches wide. Wow, that's not bad. Geez, that's not bad at all. 8 inches, holy crap. I thought you were gonna do a lot smaller than that. Okay. You got one red line broke in the middle. Oh, that's because the hand went over it. Right. Okay, so that does look kind of cool. Oh man, that's gonna be cool. Something just happened. Oh, okay. Okay, Vicky, you have a good night. Thank you for coming. We're getting late for me too, but I don't know what time it is. Oh. Yeah, I'll pass out here in a minute anyway. Right here in my chair. So it is possible. Now, if the blue works underneath that, then I can go. Okay, so that may work. Who else is sending me a message? Somebody else sending me a message? Oh no, just you. Wait a minute, what the hell? What friends? Pending. Who's pending? Oh. Yeah. Gotta accept you as a friend. I'm already DMing you. Why do I gotta accept you? I figured once I DM you, it should be good. It's weird. But yeah, so what are you confused about? I mean, what was the question? Well, how was your dinner? Did you get to go to Nebraska? Did you get to have fun for dinner or whatever? Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Nice. That'd be fun. And if you don't know, yesterday was Yummy's birthday. Happy birthday to Yummy. She's going off her birthday dinner this weekend. And I'm just working on some neurographic stuff. Oh, you're very tired? You gotta get your iron checked. But like I was trying to say, like all I did was draw a picture, like doodle a picture. And then you put your neurographic lines on it. So it's so easy. You can doodle and do whatever. There's no rule that says you can't just draw a picture and go. You know, a lot of people do shells and ocean scenes this way. So But yeah, you have a good night. I mean, get. Have a good rest. We'll talk to you soon and hope you feel better. I'll be on tomorrow, probably all day because it's gonna rain like crap here. And I want to get some. Want to get some work done in the morning and get some gaming in and some drawing. I've got a bunch of ideas. Like I want to finish some of these other illustrations that I've started. Like this one for sure. And this was the original thought process I was going through to come up with this one I was doing. And then there was a template that I was saying, okay, let's do this, build a monster. What did that say? Let me get to the tier 1 sub shenanigan. Oh, thank you, Yummy. That's awesome. That means I'm 10 more and I can get 10 more subs this month and I can get a, oh, what do you call it? A new emote slot. That's foolish too that they tie emote slots to subs. Monthly subs. They should just tie it to subs total. I don't like that. Alright, so what did Frosty say? Yummy, the sneakiest supporter in GigeeJack's lurker safe place, just leaped out of the shadows with a gifted sub, making it rain support for the 7th time. Even when feeling as tired as a frog on a hot day, you're still hopping with generosity. GigeeJack's art and community are riveting with gratitude. I tell you, man, Frosty Tools, that AI, there, whatever they're doing, is pretty intrusive. It's pretty intense. Good night, Yummy. You have a good night. It's crazy, and thank you again for the gifted sub. It's awesome. And I think I'm gonna have coffee in the morning too for the first time in months. But yeah, if that prints some stuff, then it means I can print some of these other neurographics, which will be neat. Cancel. I don't want to close that one. I'm going to save that one now. You love the second one that I just closed? Oh, crap. All right. Oh, Hope? I think it was this one, was it? Was that one? I've done a ton of these. Yeah. Yeah, that one was cool because it was just 6 circles on a page, and then I did a very light neurographic lines, but a lot of color. Kind of a starry background. Another one I did with circles was this one. And I was practicing with this watercolor, so it was kind of different. You can use a digital watercolor. I have hearts in this one. My hearts. No, I didn't draw the heart I was drawing on all of them. No. I put my logo at the bottom, but the first one I did, I think right here. Yeah, this was the first one I did on stream. Again, just circles on a page. This is when we were trying to figure it all out, and it was very rough because, man, doing it on a tablet sometimes not the same as paper. This one was called Chaos, and this is the first time I tried doing lines in a different color. I did it in blue, and I went nuts with the watercoloring. Like, they bled into other colors, and it just turned into this crazy abstract. Like, I'd frame it. It's cool, but it's crazy. And then, of course, Faith. This one was fun to do because this one is just circle, square, triangle, triangle, circle. Like you can see, like up here in the left, there's a circle. There's a triangle here in the middle, covered with a square, triangle on the bottom left. It's just simple shapes, and then you draw your lines. But this one, I didn't take the lines completely off the page. I kind of kept them within a boundary, and then drew objects in it. Like I drew eyes and whatever. So it was really cool. And then I did trapped. This one, when I was doing it, like a face appeared, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna put a face in this sucker. But what you're supposed to do is whatever piece you're doing, you're supposed to put a word or emotion or whatever on the back of the paper. And then you start putting your shapes, objects, whatever you're drawing, randomly on your paper. And then you do the lines, then you color in the lines, and then you color the picture. And that's the whole process to get it out. And it's interesting because each one of these that I did, I labeled them first and did it, and they all come out differently. And I don't know if it's subconsciously, it's, I don't really think about it. The only one that I put a lot of thought in was this new blue on black one, because I kind of sketched it out before and said, hey, I want to draw kind of these kind of faceless people, and Halloween kind of behind it, just kind of random, like, I don't know. But it was funny because I did a blue sketch on a white paper. And then when I went to fill in a certain area of the page black, I accidentally filled in the whole page black. And then the blue on black, it was like, man, that pops. I was like, that's going to glow in the dark or something. So I was like, yeah, let me refocus here. And then it was like, oh, maybe I'll do the white lines, and then I'll add gray, because gray is kind of a dark color. I'll keep it kind of dark and have just a contrast with the white and dark. But I think it looks totally crazy. Like, it's totally cool. Like, I'd put that on my wall. It's like, yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, so I've done a few of these now, and I'm really enjoying doing them. I just got to come up with topics, right? That's the hard part, coming up with topics. That part's not easy at times, especially now because my brain isn't fully functioning. I don't think under this medication or whatever, but. And then I'm looking at how to do IRL streams with my phone. I'm going to be buying a new phone and buying battery packs and trying to connect it remotely to my computer. Looking at a vest mounted thing for your phone. It sticks out, like on an arm, and you put your phone on it. And then I may get a GoPro 7 or something. And just, yeah, I'm going to use the Streamlabs app. But I got to figure it out, right? I got to get a better data plan. I don't think I have enough data. Because they say you got to run roughly a gig an hour, and I'm like, oh boy, but I need a lot more data. And my phone's so old, screen is starting to go fuzzy on me. So it's like, oh, I gotta break down and buy a new phone. God, I hate doing that. Well, when I go like taking walks around a lake or on the beach or something, I can just sit and talk and walk, right? Oh, you just missed that ad break. Oh no, you can see now. That's all right, never mind. Ah. Oh yeah, this one's cool. And then I gotta get back to drawing some emotes. I'll save that. Should save that. I'm gonna use that. I want to save this. I definitely want to finish this one. So I'm gonna see how much detail I can put in. I'm gonna try to do it with a pencil. This was my rough idea for this one. This was my sketch test of what it would look like if I was trying to figure out colors, right? Originally I was just gonna do blue outlines. The blue lines were gonna be blue anyway. But I was going to do just 3 different shades of blue on black, and then I decided not to. Here's my fox. That's fine. What's wrong with this one? Sure, I can save that. I'm not going to save that. Wait. That one's done. Do not save. Oh, there was that one too. Can't remember what kanji I wrote there. That's power or something. That was my class on discussion color wheel. Staying within colors. Shading. And my daisies. This one I really like too. I'm gonna do another one of flowers. I'm gonna do roses. Oh, you have turbo now? How do you like turbo? That's just anybody you watch, you don't get ads, right? And they get paid, so which is cool. I gotta go back and look up something too. Speaking of subs, because sub prices went up, but I don't think the affiliate amount from the subs went up. I think the difference is going to Twitch. It's not showing differences coming to me. It's showing the same as it's always has, even though sub prices went up. If your sub price went up $1, I should be able to get more than, as part of that dollar too. They can't be having cost issues and then subs are going up, because then if that's the case, then it screws the streamer. Right, and that's what I'm wondering, right? I'm like, something seems wrong there. So, because if sub prices go up, then streamers subs, they should get more money out of them. But I feel like some of them have gone down. Like, you don't get hardly anything from Prime subs or gift subs versus a normal sub. It's kind of like, it's weird, yet they expect, people to do those things. Well, it should be the same amount to the streamer, because they're not processed any differently. And then all my subs are coming from the United States, right? So, can't be because they're in the US, there's more taxes and fees, and I'm losing, because that's no good. Because then it's like, well, switch your hours and try to get Europe. Yeah, that's something I got to spend a day and look at. The accountant in me says, oh no, I'm going to break out the math and calculate it all and say, no, you guys need to fix your stuff. Yeah, I really like this picture. One of my favorites. Yeah, tomorrow might be a knitting stream. I don't know yet. I got to re-roll that ball of wool. It's going to suck. Some more sure from the hospital. All right, folks, I probably should call it a night. It is getting late. Everybody I was watching seemed to have gotten to good two shoes. Who's that? Oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the yawn. Yep. That's it for me. That's the cue. Oh, and I gotta remember to order cups. Coffee cups. I need to pick up a couple of those because those look really cool. My mother's coming to visit too, and I should get some to take home to my brothers. Here, take these. They're too lazy to buy their own. Yeah, I've been staring at this picture for hours, man. I'm like looking like, do I want to pull more blue in? Do I want to cross some lines? It's turning out really good. You know, I'm just kind of waiting to see, like, if you print it with just the blue lines. I'm trying to see if I can print more. And now I know that you can print this at 8 inches. So I can make the lines finer. Because if I can make them finer, then I can add blue highlighted details, like shading on some of the objects. Because there's 4 colors, then you have to shade in one of the colors that you're already using, right? So, possible. And this is that Streamlabs music too, by the way. I pay for the Streamlabs subscription, so they have DMCA free music. It's not bad. This is the rock channel that they have, and it's pretty good. I'm using it. It sounds good. Of course, it's not Slipknot or nothing, but it'll work. Or Hatebreed. But all right, man. Let me run some credits here. I need to thank. I think it's just yummy. Mana, mana. Well, that's got a little AC/DC vibe in it. All right, let's roll these credits. So I need any follow today, Dad. No. So I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out, and subscribers and resubs. Shenanigans 3D. Look at that. Ooh, moderators. Frosty.com, Frosty Tools, and Seribot. You know, Seribot actually works. I'm actually okay with that because I'm actually catching a lot of people. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, and you have a good night. I wonder if I should just raid. Who's on right now? Pix? Oh, let me pull up the Mocha Maid thing and see who's on. Maybe I should do that really quick. I'm bad at remembering to raid people. Fix this. Who's got nobody? I want to sit and talk tonight, though. Nah, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to do it tomorrow. All right, we're just going to call it a night. All right, everybody. Well, have a good night. We'll see everybody again tomorrow. And we'll get back to something. And just, yeah, let me know how that thing turns out. If you get like a couple layers done or whatever. And we'll go from there. We'll see how refined I need to make this or how technical I can do. And we'll do it. And then it's also probably going to talk me into buying a 3D printer, saying, oh, I can print these right to my own desk. You know, it's like, hey. It's going to get me to buckle down and just buy one. I swear to God. And it'll be like, oh, give me that Bamboo Mini. Let's do this with the 4 combo and whatever. Just knock it out. Or I need to call them and say, hey, look, man, you guys need to send me one. And then I'll start printing these. But all right, man. You have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.